over here in Arkansas, and I'm still with CDN, still getting with them, working things out, still leasing from Quality. I'm hearing a lot of buzz about Travel Loco, and it seems like a pretty good deal, as far as, not paying so much for your, for a truck. I mean, especially if you're like leasing a truck, which I'm doing, through Quality, and it's a 7-year lease, and paying $700 a week, at the end of 7 years, you pay over $200,000. So, that's quite a bit of money, especially for guys like us, who don't have too much, I don't own my own home. My credit sucks, so, we're just trying to take it one day at a time, trying to get a leg up. And it seems like, and I know everybody's in the business, everybody, whoever's, in the business of making money, they'll take advantage of guys like us who are down on our luck and who are trying to get a leg up, It's kind of disheartening, but I understand, it's quote-unquote business, so, and I guess back in the olden days, in wartime, when you're out on the battlefield, you basically, it's kind of you don't worry about hurting the other guy's feelings, you're out there to do what you got to do, so, and I guess that's kind of the same mentality everybody else is doing, you're out here doing what you got to do to provide for your family. And truck drivers, us truck drivers, we're out here doing what we got to do. So, and me personally, I'm working it out. I can tell you this past year, it hadn't been too hard, but like I said before in my last video, I haven't been paying taxes, man, and I got to get caught up with that. I got to get straight with that, I hadn't filed taxes in the past four years, so I got to get straight with that. I got my book guy from, he's over there at Quality, Sam. He's going to be doing my past taxes for the past 4 years. That's including, 2016. He's charging like $250 a year to do it, which I guess ain't too bad. Supposedly I have a tax lien against me, It's a $60,000 tax lien against me. And I don't even know how to, contact the freaking, I've tried calling the IRS. I've tried calling those guys. And you sit on hold for a long time, man. I ain't got time to sit there and be on hold for a long time. I'm like, you know, I gotta get going. I guess whenever you're down, you know what? I guess they only operate during the day. They got banker's hours, right? So, I mean, how are you supposed to contact these guys? You know, what are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to contact them? Because I can't get a hold of them, you know. And they sure as hell ain't tried to send me any, you know, nothing in the mail saying, you know, I owe them money. Which is, you know, it's probably, is a, you know, is a blessing right there. Because I'm sure, you know, the IRS, you know, they don't, as far as I know, they don't play around whenever you owe them money. They constantly knock on your door or send you stuff in the mail. Or they garnish your wages. Now, they've done that to me once. But they haven't done it again. So I don't know. I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys have dealt with as far as the IRS goes. If you've owed any money to them, how you're dealing with it. You know, if you have to like set up a payment plan. You know, before I've tried to set up a payment plan, I lost my job whenever I did that. You know, this was like 9 years ago, over 9 years ago. But I didn't follow through with the payment plan, and they never sent me any notice or anything like that. So again, so I don't know. I don't know where it went. I don't know what happened with it. I don't know how to deal with it. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you know, if any of you guys have dealt with the IRS, you know, how do you get a hold of them? How do you tell them, you know, how do you set up a payment plan and all that stuff? Because I got no idea how to do it. Unless I just call them and say, hey, you know, it's like a monkey on my back right now. I just need to get off. It's frustrating. But other than that, you know, everything's going cool. You know, I'm getting things squared away with the truck right now. I'm going to get a PM done on it. It's overdue on a PM. I'm gonna go to the TA. I don't know where you guys go. It's like $239 for a PM. I called. Wait, no, I looked at Speedco. It was like $259 over there at Speedco. So I could go to Speedco. I don't know if they're any much, you know, if they're any better. You know, but it's like $260 over there. I don't know, saving what, $60, $50, you know, who knows. And I need I bought a drive tire like 2 weeks ago. I need 6 more drive tires. This thing is like, these drives are like getting bald, you know. I got 2 good drive tires on this thing, you know. And I just got done, you know, getting the rear end differential. That's what the truck was in the shop for in the first place. The rear end differential. And it's a 2015 truck, you know. It's International Lone Star, you know. I don't understand. Okay, tell me this. I don't understand how could the rear end differential, how could the guts of that get all messed up? I mean, is something I did? Is it from grinding gears? What is it from? Because I've tried to look it up on the internet and I really can't find anything specific why a rear end differential would get all screwed up. I don't understand. You know, it doesn't make any sense to me. So So if you guys have any clue how a rear end differential get all screwed up, so I don't make the same mistake, twice. I don't, like I said, I don't know if I actually did it, because I got the truck when it was like at 89,000 miles. I don't know if the person before me, just totally ran the truck ragged. I know I was talking to one of the shop guys, and he's like, well, if somebody put the rear end differential lock on and drove it around, it could mess it up. And of course I don't do that. The rear end differential lock is only if you're like stuck. You use that in cases that you're stuck. So, and I don't do that. I mean, well, I don't drive around with it on, So, anyway, that put me down for like 3 weeks, man. That's like crazy. And before that, a week before my truck broke down for the rear end differential, one of my lines to my power steering pump, and it was a tube, like a metal tube. It somehow cracked. God only knows how that happened. I have no idea. I have no idea how that happened. But it just cracked, and it put me out of service for over the weekend. Anyway, so I mean, I got that fixed. But other than that, this truck's been pretty good. I got this 89,000 miles, and I got 207,964 on it right now. So, and it's doing good so far. I get 6.5 right now. So, but other than that, everything's going good over here. I'm learning. I had somebody from CDN call me the other day, asking me about did I pay my federal fuel tax. And hell, I didn't know I needed to do that, right? I didn't know I needed to do it. I figured they took it out, I figured they would take it out. That's not the case. I got it, I guess I got it. I don't know. I'm kind of confused about that. All I know is that they're going to be taking out $200 a week for the next 3 weeks until it's paid off, and that's like $600 for federal fuel tax. So there's a lot of new stuff that deal with whenever you're like a lease operator, or especially a owner, a true blue owner operator who has his own authority. Man, that's like mega stuff to put up with, man. I mean, you gotta have like $1 million policy and all that crap. A lot of stuff to deal with. But I would, I would much rather deal with this stuff on my own than be, like a company driver. I've been doing this since '95. And every single time I'd come out here on the road, starting back in '95, whenever I was driving, I started off with Swift, and I went out for 2 weeks with my trainer. We went to Canada, and I had my wife and my kids. I left them behind. They were just little bitty, and I went out on my first trip to Canada, man. I hated it, I said, screw this stuff, man. I came back, and I don't know how, man, but I end up getting, swinging a deal with Garner Truckin, and got a job with them, just, like it was like regional work, and I was home like, a couple days a week, and it was good. And then eventually I ended up swinging a deal where I was home every day, and I was like, because I was living in South Carolina, and that BMW factory, I would just like bring like hoods and quarter panels and stuff like that back and forth from the shipper to the supplier. I would do that all day long, and then swing through the house and have, lunch. It was cool. It was like, I loved it, man. It was like too good to be true kind of thing. I was making $400 a week. I mean, it wasn't much, but it was cool. I liked it. But so I lost that deal. Where the hell did I go after that? I don't know. All I know, ever since then, oh yeah, I moved to Texas, Port Arthur, Texas, and I became fuel. I was hauling fuel. That sucked. I didn't like that. Didn't like it at all. I got out of that real quick. I didn't get paid enough. I always thought, if you haul fuel, you get paid pretty good for it. That's not true. Not in my case, anyway. I didn't get paid shit. So I basically went back to van. And I was jumping from, I was like a monkey, man. I'd be jumping from company, just not gaining ground, nothing. And I hated being out on the road. I'd stay out on the road for like a year, maybe 2, and then come back home, find me a local gig. I quit trucking for a long time, so I hadn't been trucking constantly since 95. So this is the longest stretch I've been out since 09, because in 09 I had to come back out on the road because I was unemployed for 6 months. Hell, I was homeless. Me and my wife, we were homeless, and we were going through hell, man. I was a drinker and lost everything. I lost my ass drinking. Me and my wife drinking. We're luscious, man. But thank God He had mercy on me. Got me back in a truck. Got me back out here. Just like that song, Waylon and Willie, man. What is the verse? How does the verse go? Something about being out on the road keeps you clean, something like that. It's true. Being out here is keeping me clean. It keeps me straight, level-headed. Sometimes you just gotta be away from the crap. And whenever I go home, I gotta really watch myself. So it is what it is. But yeah, this is the longest stretch I've been out here driving. See, 09, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, 8 years now. I've been out on the road, and I can see how somebody can lose their mind sometimes out here. Yeah, I don't know how often you guys get home. I know most of the time lately you know, at least once a month. You know, you get home, stay 3 or 4 days, and go back out. Go back. Hell, this time I haven't been home since Christmas, man, and it's all because of that stupid breakdown. You know, I broke down last month. I left out at Christmas, and the first run I got, that pump line screwed up, it broke, and then the rear end differential. Whenever my truck was down for that rear end differential, I wasn't making any money. I was in a hotel for a first week. CDN, you know, I had a residual, you know, I had some money built up for my account. You know, I don't, it wasn't a maintenance account, it's like a trailer account, they call it, and it's for their trailers. But I had like $2,000 saved up, so it was like paying off. It paid off the tow bill, and it paid off, you know, my hotel, and tow bill, $750. Well, no, it's $780. It's like $800 to tow my truck, which, you know, isn't uncommon. It's, you know, pretty common actually, I guess. Because I remember when I was in Nevada, I got towed. It was around $900. So anyway, after I was there for a whole week in the hotel, and they still haven't got the parts for my truck to fix it. And I was like, crap, man, I'm not making any money. I'm gonna become homeless again. So I gotta find me, and I was in Minneapolis. Well, St. Paul, and Minneapolis. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, it was Minneapolis, Minnesota. Because I was like right there next to St. Paul. And so I had to find me a trucking company that was close by to where I can go to work for like, you know, either until my truck was done, or just give up the truck altogether, like I said before in my other video, the video before this. You know, because I thought I was just going to give up the truck, and Quality was like, well, if you do that, you got to bring us the truck back. Otherwise, we'll put it on your record that you abandoned the truck. And I didn't want that, and so the door didn't close on that. It wasn't completely closed, so I couldn't get that on my record, you know. So I did have that in the back of my mind whenever I was looking for, you know, work. So regardless, okay, so I had to find a trucking company to go to work for, and the closest one was Swift. So I went to work for Swift. I went to work for Swift for like a week. Got 2,800 miles first week. Came back, called the shop. Is the truck done yet? Yeah, the truck's gonna get done. And they told me it would get done within a few days. So I told Swift, I'm like, you know, route me back to Minneapolis, and I need to get my truck. And so they routed me back. So I worked. I took a vacation with Swift. So that's what happened. That was kind of interesting. But the thing oh man, I feel for these drivers who were getting in with Swift, because these new drivers that are getting in these trucks over there at Swift or any other big mega company, they got these cameras pointing at them, and they're constantly, you know, critiquing your driving habits, and you will get, you know, like notices and write-ups and crap like that. You know, my first week out, I had over $139 write-ups or critiques or whatever you want to call them. And my driver manager was like, you need to come to the terminal and talk to me or something like that. I was like, come on, give me a break, man. You know, I probably, you know, over the years, I probably picked up a lot of bad habits, but, you know, thank God I haven't, you know, picked up anything else. You know, gotten into anything serious, you know. But it's crazy. It's crazy what these companies are doing, you know. As far as, you know, putting cameras in the trucks and watching you and critiquing you. I mean, there ain't anything worse than having somebody, you know, lean over your shoulder and critique everything you do. Because everything you do is going to be wrong, no matter what. Screw that, man. I can't do that. I can't work like that. That's why I don't have a factory job. That's why I don't, you know, a local job even. You know, it's like, I ain't doing that. I would rather be away from my family and be free than be local and be in a jail cell with some guy I don't even like, man. You know, critiquing every move I make. You know, and I love my family. I want to be home. Hell, ever since I started driving, I tried like hell not to go out on the road. I hated the road. I didn't want to be away from the family. You know, I'm kind of to the point where, you know what, it is what it is. This is my lot in life, and I might as well do my best at it. You know, get my own truck, get my own trailer, and go from there. You know, see what happens. So that's kind of like where I'm at right now. Trying to make this thing work for me and my family, and well, my kids are grown up. They got their own place, bless them. And it's just me, the wife, and the mother-in-law at the house right now, which it's going all right so far. So, well, anyway, I gotta wrap this up. It's been like almost 30 minutes. I don't know if I can even do the 30-minute thing. So, God bless y'all, and I'll talk to you again. Keep it straight between the lines and upright.